Good evening, Twitch. How you doing? It's Monday night. Hopefully you've had yourself a good weekend so far. Or, not a good weekend. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope you had a good Father's Day. But, we're back. Sorry about that. Father's Day is honestly one of the more important days. You know, like I said, I think it's important to always be able to make time to spend with your family. And Father's Day is no exception to this rule. So hopefully, at least call your parents, call whoever you consider to be the father figure in your life, and tell them thank you. For us now, we're actually going to be playing a little bit more Splatoon. I've been playing For Honor a little bit over the weekend and such, doing the dailies and such, but I've never actually done Splatfest. And that's what I actually want to focus on today, is playing a little bit of Splatfest. And I know Splatfest obviously hasn't started. If anything, I'm probably actually going to miss Splatfest, since it's on for Friday and Saturday. And my Saturday is actually booked. I might actually not be able to stream on Saturday, just as a heads up for this week. But that doesn't mean we can't benefit from it, so why don't we actually enjoy ourselves and level up our t-shirt here. That's Turf War. I'm probably actually going to go back into Ranked. I really actually do like Ranked as the game mode. I personally have a lot of fun with it. Turf War, I still like it. If I actually took the time and actually got better with actual other weapons, probably would do much better. But the reason why I actually didn't know this is, and this is probably actually the reason why I wasted and threw away so much money so far in this game. I probably could have had every single gun. And Joe wants apple juice. Is that it normally costs, normally costs 20,000 coins to actually get it scrubbed. I didn't know it only costed 2,000 for a t-shirt, so I did join Team No Pulp. I don't like pulp in my orange juice, to be quite frank. I hate it. It tingles the back of your throat. It's just bleh. But we're gonna be leveling this little, leveling up this t-shirt. I don't have any, I've actually been very conservative on clothes because I've been slowly, learning more about the game. So instead of actually just buying clothes left, right, and center, I'm actually gonna get these up, add an extra slot. I'll probably have some time to play. And from what I understand, you can get expansion slots. I'll definitely probably get up the Hero Snow Boots replicas. Because I actually do like the way they look. They kind of remind me of rollerblades. Huh? All for orange juice. Actually, that was pretty fresh, honestly. That was really nice. I appreciate a lot of good artists and such. Especially when it's on theme. I did actually order one thing. It is actually one of the things. It is a t-shirt, so I won't actually be using it. I'm actually going to get this, the Zapfish Satin Jacket. I've never seen Respawn Punisher. I still have yet to see Respawn Punisher as something I can get, and I'd like to honestly try to see if that actually has any major effect in this game. I actually don't know the true effect of it, but I'd like to think it actually does. Oh, we're doing tower control. Actually, that's how much I was actually paying attention. I saw Wahoo World, and I don't think I've ever played on... No, I have played on the Inkblot Art Academy. I think this is the point now where I'm going to start meeting a lot of players who are easily on my level. And will probably actually destroy me. Honestly, the two games I've been playing has just been this and For Honor. I've actually been playing For Honor because after a year of a year and 4 months of not playing For Honor, apparently there was a lot of connection issues and downtime that I ended up getting a month's worth of champion status. You don't like doing Inkblot in Turf War? I'm afraid of Inkblot. Oh, the Academy, right. Art, right. stages. I understand those things. Man, really messed this up. Come on, come on. There we go. Ah. Uh-oh. I was dead anyway. Sorry, I don't actually have a lot of the stages memorized in this game. So it's kind of like, oh, it's this stage. Alright, cool. Kind of how I just memorize things into muscle memory. Realize just how many... I think I actually killed them all, didn't I? I did kill them all. Or not. Oh, they're all just sitting there lying in wait. They were all sitting there lying in wait for me to be a sucker. That sounds about right. Well, at least I know what skill level I'm at right now, with people actually playing more tactically. These people are ruthless. Alright, come on. 2 is fine. Fine with 2. I should really not be there. I'm actually gonna get more... One more set of missiles. One more set of missiles on the way. I'm doing okay. Like I said, I'm kinda... This is going to be another busy week for me. It really is. I'm just going to kill myself because apparently I'm out of ink. Why do I always do this? Always run out of ink. And we're past checkpoint 3. Wow. Ooh. Oh, that's a lot of people. And that person has the... Oh, he has the jump sculpture. I don't know, like I said, I've primarily been playing For Honor, having fun with that, still getting my butt whooped in that game too. And I realize, like, why a lot of people aren't huge fans of For Honor. I'm slowly starting to understand. Really, we're 1 point away. And I think when you have, like, a fighting game, people expect, like, once you win, you win. And I think that's why I stand very firm in my statement saying it's like, if you like, I'm gonna just run away here. Ah, give me that one. Because you don't really learn how to fight, and I think I'm noticed that, because honestly, be honest, I'm not great at For Honor myself, actually. Oh, it's terrible. Oh! Well, at least they'll enjoy some missiles. Damn you, Octo-Shot replica. Oh, so they did make guns for the Octo Kids. Nice. I was actually curious about that. There we go, finally actually did something useful. I did something useful. I feel proud of myself today. I am actually surprised it reaches all the way over there. How is... That's impressive. Like I said, yeah, I'm clearly at the point where it's like, okay, these players are definitely better than me. That is definitely where we are right now. Small missiles. Forward the platform! My platform. I will say one thing I noticed. I was trying to level up my t-shirt last night, and they're really... Is it just me, or does this take a lot more experience? It could just be me. Wow, I fired 8 sets of missiles. Yeah, okay, so it's actually static. Oh, I must have just done terribly then. It's a shame I can't get that ability doubler on anything. I'm guessing that's, like, limited to the Splatfest. That's what I'm guessing. Honestly, the map I'm probably used to the most right now is Wahoo World. That's, like, to my knowledge, the latest map. Like, the only other thing I'm trying to get a lot of these abilities... I'd like to, because I have some ideas for builds. And so, let's just say, if I actually really did play this game, like, from the very start, I would probably actually make outfits related to weapons. I was like, okay, so it's this weapon, I'm going to be using, you know, a roller, or I'm using my dual squelchers and such. Ah, those brushes. A good way to get them is also reroll abilities on your gear. Cost sea snail. Yeah, I'm not gonna get many sea snails because I still don't even know how you get them. Actually, no, I do. You get them from Splatfest and apparently also leveling up your character, which is kinda surprising. Yeah. Alpha Tower. Oh, come on! Once you get past level 30, that's kind of absurd, honestly. I mean, if they had really at the back at wow, they're really using. See, they're really good at using those super jumps. Oh no! Moment of crisis. Yeah. That was last second, but hopefully that actually did something. It splat even one of them, which it did. Good. I'll consider that a win. Exposure, thank you very much for the auto host. Always appreciate it. Hopefully you're having yourself a good night. Like, I understand they have the tickets. And that, you know, it's like, okay, that can help. But I still think that it should be a little bit easier. They took the lead? How did they take the lead? Wait, how did they take the lead now? That's my question. They had the lead. I saw how far they pushed that tower. What happened? Uh-oh. Kinda wish you could actually just destroy the... No! Oh. Some of these guns are actually just fun. Like, this and Warhammer, like, are easily probably the two of my favorite third-person shooter games. Ah, here. Oh, they're taking the oh, whoops, I don't know why I was thinking like they took the lead. I don't know why I'm also not doing this either. I need to be doing this. Kinda can't get over there. I can do this. Come on. There, now. Probably actually... Oh, okay, good. Now it's actually letting me jump over. Where's the tower? There it is. That's actually not good. I don't think we're gonna win this one, honestly. Yeah, no, all three of us died. They are definitely getting that tower. Also, doesn't help when you get like that. Do you ever get interference as you play? Like, I don't know if it's just me. Oh, wow, that was like a wipe. Alright, now. There literally was nothing else I could do there in that second. Ow! I am a terrible shot. Interference with your controller. So you get either inputs that you aren't making, or you're getting dropped inputs, that sort of stuff. It's that sort of stuff, that kind of interference. Honestly, I get that a lot. Honestly, playing on Nintendo Switch. And I think it's just because, you know, I think it depends from person to person and just area and area. Like, how many wireless frequencies are actually being bounced around. Which is why I'm trying to switch to a more... Try and go back to a wired setup. So I'm using a wired... So I want to go back to a wired headset. I want to go back to... I need to replace my mouse, too. My mouse has actually been broken for some time. But it was only one of the thumb buttons on the side that was actually broken, but now it's actually the left click. It's actually the left mouse button that's actually broken. And that was probably too much. So now it's like the thumb mouse button went to getting double inputs to not doing any inputs, and my left mouse button is actually doing double inputs. Yeah, you don't have a lot of wireless stuff. Yeah, I think that's honestly it. Oh, thank you. It's doing my job a lot easier. Come on. Oh, come on. How did I miss that? Oh! I have some missiles! I'm gonna go get some more missiles. I want more missiles. Everyone should enjoy milk. The person wants me dead. I don't even know what killed me. Section bomb. I only have the Joy-Cons. If there is a way to honestly get a wired controller, I would actually use that on the Switch. I would probably buy one and actually use it. Yeah, I got the, the Super Mario one? Super Mario Odyssey edition, so I have the red Joy-Cons, because red's actually been my favorite color for years, like ever since I was a kid. Which is ironic it's like if I had a choice between Mario and Luigi, I'd choose Luigi. Ah, I still had a charge. That heavy splatling can be useful at times. Probably should have waited a little bit longer. There's... Alright. I'm actually surprised a lot of people don't really use their supers that much. Oh, that was kind of a waste. Clearly that's not gonna work. Unless someone actually moves forward. How the heck did he not get hit? Oh no. Oh! I didn't even know they had a slosher. You find most people just rush the objective constantly, they don't focus on inking special buildings. Sounds about right. That's honestly, I think I'm at the other extreme. Is that I focus way too much. I focus way too much on trying to build up my special and not pushing the objective when possible, because I'll be honest, I don't like doing that. Not my thing. I know it's dumb to say, but it is. I also need to really... I always forget, like, how... No. I'm not even actually hitting that, am I? Oh! Ah, I saw the slosher, but I didn't see the dualies. I'll say one thing, like, this was actually kind of hard to read, too. The super jump. I'm just gonna die, aren't I? I am. That is actually kind of impressive. No! I have no ink! Alright, I think. Who the heck is firing that? I think they won because of that. Nope, we actually won. You can use the Pro controller as a wired controller, but you have to change a setting on your Switch to do it. Interesting. Oh, I would... Well, no, I need to budget as well. Honestly, a lot of stuff in my setup need replacing. And I mean a lot of it. Yeah, something tells me last night I just had like a... I tried playing this a little bit last night just to kind of like, oh, let's level up my t-shirt. And I was just met with like a horrible, horrible loss streak. Yeah, sure, send it to my Twitter. Unlike most of Twitter, where people preach to the extremes, or only get the extreme people who are on the extremes of one issue or another. Speaking of extremes, and speaking of another episode of why people don't like reading game journalists, or don't respect games journalism anymore, the editor-in-chief of Video Games 24/7, over an article about Dead or Alive 6, because that game's had, you know, the whole reduced sexuality, and personally I'm against it because it, you know, it does a disservice about the game. His reaction, or his statement as a comment, and it's like, it's okay to have your own opinion and stuff, but it kind of just shows, like, just how this is where I'm getting the dropped inputs right now. I actually... Yeah, this is not normal. Yeah, see, that's what I was saying about the input interference. it happens. It's terrible when it does. But when it does, ooh, buddy, do I just have no control. I have no control at all. And that is a person. Really? Everyone's got their missiles. Everyone's enjoying some nice, delicious tenta-missiles. Like, I barely fall in. Like, there's still a lot of times, like, if it's a jump, I would understand me falling in the water completely. Because I'll tell you, I am terrible at jumping. But when you just, like, you just walk to the left and die. There's nothing for me to shoot at here. I'm just gonna do this. Oh! Nice sensor. I ran out of ink! I ran out of ink. Well, at least I died to someone who had the same power. Let's rally over to that player. Hopefully we can actually do something. Not die. A horrible, horrible death. That sounds like a good idea. Not dying a horrible, horrible death. That is actually one of the few times I am thankful for interference. And I actually have no... Wow, talk about... What am I... Game, please, help me. I will say, though, it's kind of funny when you're streaming and it happens. Like, I had my... So, I know you kind of notice my playstyle. I don't really recharge my weapons that often. If resyncing your controls, honestly, they don't. It really doesn't. Sadly, it doesn't. Alright, that's I'm only gonna get one for that. I've tried doing that before, but it didn't really change anything. It's intermittent. That's the worst part. It's not like, oh, it's like there's a fix for it or anything to solve it. It's no, it just happens. No, it's not like, it's not... okay, thank you. Like, it's not something that happens every single time. I would really like to just walk in a direction game. Yeah, no. Like I said, it just happens. That's like the worst part about the whole thing. And they have the lead. They have the lead. Terrible at shooting, and you aren't. She is not terrible at shooting. Oh, they're gonna win this one. And I don't think if my controller actually worked the entire time, I don't think they'll hit. But yeah, it's good to know actually if having a wired controller actually fixes things. I'm not going to win against Xavier, am I? $16, and I've only got 8 kills. That's terrible. That is atrocious. And thus, Yeah, I think that's actually what happened. What made me think leveling up the t-shirts would take a lot more time. I just kept losing ranked matches. But no, if I can get a the problem is though, I wish controllers just weren't so expensive. Like that's the other thing that bothers me. I really wish controllers and other accessories weren't stupidly expensive. I understand why. Yeah, there's been a huge wireless movement. And it's been an exponential growth. You know, people are on different Wi-Fis, everyone's now wanting to use wireless for every single device, whether it's a tablet, even the televisions and stuff now. It's like, oh, I can just use my television. They have like 20 or 30 devices that are on wireless. Oh, hello. Oh, you dirty little slosher. I was the only person who actually they were attacking with that. Oh, that's not good. I'm just gonna go over here. Really? Someone should really stop them. How did I miss that person? How did I miss that person? You don't want to choose between saving for a game or saving for a new controller. Yep, that's honestly the big thing. I mean, I'm trying to remember how much controllers used to cost. Like 30 bucks. Like a GameCube controller used to cost $30. Oh, I actually have no. I am just doing terrible tonight. That's fine. I didn't want to win this match anyway. Just let them win. That's fine. You can have it. I think everyone actually is really annoyed that they're having to spend so much money when it comes to the hobby of video games now. I think it's actually a major problem that no one is really addressing. And what makes it worse is that you don't really have a lot more third parties involved or in the game anymore. And it's not like the third party controllers were the greatest. I mean, honestly, most of them were just barely passable at best. There were a few good ones, but it was easily not... It wasn't the majority. But even then, I mean, I think one of the biggest issues is actually keeping the costs of games and their accessories and stuff down is actually one of the biggest problems, actually. And I think, even though it's a luxury, it's a hobby. Almost anything related to being a hobby, whether it's a sport or a video game, it's a hobby. It can have a certain amount of cost cost investment. But there's a huge difference between, like, your game controllers going from $30 to $60. Kinda ridiculous. Sure, just keep giving me, stuff to ink. I'll be fine with that. Uh-oh. Oh! I don't even see the person sloshing at, swinging his ink brush at me. Like, I don't even, on a personal setup, like, I don't really need that long of a controller. I'm actually surprised he let me do that. I am honestly surprised they let me do that. I would have just turned around and destroyed me. But again, I actually know I'm not a great player. So, that's a whole different story altogether. This is not... This is not... Why is it after me? Yeah, maybe that might actually reveal someone. I am helping my team, clearly. I just sent that person to their doom. I have no idea. Here, you have some missiles. I need you to turn left. That's... I'm just gonna... hide here and... I can't tell what I'm doing anymore. This is the kind of stuff I have to deal with, ladies and gentlemen. It's like, it's just all delayed inputs. That's what all of this is. And I'll actually show something that kind of explains why I know it's interference and not me. And it's actually a very, very good reason. And I'll show it after this match. I'll actually show exactly why interference with wireless devices sucks. And it has to do with something, a little magical thing called controller sensitivity. What? Oh. I'm just gonna run away here. And die. That's exactly what's gonna happen. I'm going to run away and die because I accidentally spotted someone and I had no ink because the sensors takes over half of my ink just to actually use the bloody things. I'm actually surprised the sub-weapons take so much ink. Of course, he's still out of charge. Heavy Splatling really does a good job. Like, that was easily that had to be a full charge. Uh-oh, this isn't good. I hit the wrong thing. I need to choose something to super jump to. This is one of those few times where I'm gonna have to actually do that. Oh, plate armor. That's the tower. This is not good. Oh, get me over there. We actually need to take the lead. Anything helps. Ah, too late. The missiles. That was a little easy with the ultimates they had. I want to show you exactly why I know when I get interference, it's a problem. Like, why I know, like, what happens when I get interference. It's probably easy. It's probably harder for people who are actually really great at this game, because there's definitely one thing that separates them from me. And it's a little, it's reaction time. Like, you ever really, if you really want to notice, like, the difference between someone who's really good at a game, assuming there's no aim assist. And we're talking, like, assuming there's no aim assist. So, we can go to menu here. We can go to options. Take a look at what my sensitivity's at. Negative 4.5. My sensitivity is almost at the bottom. So I know when I look left, and I know when I look right, I look right. Because this game, you can make your controls extremely sensitive. I think, was it, 0 is probably about equal to having your motion controls on. Or it might just actually be related to the default controls, but I've seen what, like, I did the extremes. That's usually how I test it. If I like, okay, what's the slowest, what's the fastest? And I see what I can actually aim with and be accurate with accurate with weapons. So it's like, okay, I really want my in this direction stuff. And I do it with all the third-person shooter game stuff. I did it with Warhammer 40k as well, and that actually had a pretty good sensitivity option. But for this, I can't keep, like, so if a target's moving, if it's at negative 4.5 like it is, I can track them. So it's like, okay, they're moving to the left, I can move to the left with it. If it's obviously faster than what the sensitivity is, oh well, too bad for me. But the reason why I can tell is that the movement is so slow in this game for a sensitivity of negative 4.5, and when I'm getting that dropped input, or it's just adding inputs, I can tell it's like, well, I'm clearly not pressing up, and yet I'm aiming up, or I'm not, or if it has me just starting to aim down for some reason, I'm aiming down. Your Switch is thirsty. Does not want orange juice. Pulp, I'll give you pulp. Ugh. So it's actually very easy for me to tell. It's like, alright, well, clearly I'm getting interference. And it kind of sucks when it happens, honestly. I really hate it when it happens. And it's not because of the, like, oh, I could have won the match or anything. I was like, no. I just don't like getting interference. Because then I feel like I just lost all control. I'm trying to think what rank other people are in this game. Well, clearly, through streaming and such, and just on my own time, like maybe like an hour a night or something, I've probably caught up to most people who probably played this game quite a bit. What? Double rollers. Oh, it was a trap. It was a horrible, horrible trap. I actually don't mind doing this. I probably actually should also be using the super jump a lot more now. Oh, hello. What? Oh, that person knew I was coming for him. The kid knows what to do. Clearly shooting a bunch of missiles. I gotta start shooting the missiles at that player. What? Alright, I'll take it. I will take that victory. That was like the last shot of ink I had. Right, the sniper. Should really focus on send help. Right past the checkpoint. That was a team that knows what they're doing. I actually wonder if you can do, like, group rank. That is a lot of people. That's a lot of things being splashed around. Like, that's the one thing. I know the rollers can be really, really good if you know how to use them. Always misjudge the distance, though. Alright. Really? That's it? Okay. Have some missiles. Well, I got someone. Ah, of course. I embrace my doom. But no, ideally, if I could actually set up all my clothes in an ideal fashion, I would probably have it set up to be... do that. Like, each different outfit would be for a different weapon. I think that would be ideal. I don't think there's, like, an, super build in one way or another. Oh, can I actually? No, I cannot. I can do this. I could do that. Apparently, I can also do this, too. Hi. I'm in your base. Shooting your dudes. God, where did that come from? That's an old one. Ah, I should roll. A Forged Splattershot Pro. I wonder when you get that. I mean, I have a Splattershot Pro, and I heard those were pretty good. Because they cover the same distance. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's really not good. Oh, no. What? What? Okay, that's impressive. Like, they were able to instantly... they spawned there, and they were able to still be behind me. That's impressive. I don't know if that was a latency issue or whatever, but that was impressive. They're really accurate and can splat in 3 shots. Really? They have that much power. I should actually be getting them then. Oop! Oh! I'm dead. And I just killed my entire team. We just lost the match. Actually, I think they won. Yeah, they did win. Yeah, they won. But they're kind of tough to use. You gotta be really good at aiming. Interesting. See, I don't mind the aiming part. That's not the issue. The issue is... my issue is range. That's my issue. If I can actually get enough range, then I've got no problem. Hey, speaking of super jump. They have really good range. I think they have equal range to the Squelcher dualies. I think I just got the dualies because I liked the sub weapons and the ultimate. You think the dualies outrange them, but you get a bit more firepower? That's probably right. I wouldn't be surprised if the Splattershot Pro was just the same range as the Splattershot. Like, I was originally planning to do that, but I kept running into people who just would be able to destroy me from range. This is a very inappropriate use of this gun. Now. Like, anytime I can actually get at least one splat with the missiles, that's, to me, is a win. Because I see a lot of people who don't really use the specials that much. What is going on here? How did it take that? Get back here. Damn it! That's not good. Alright, I don't mind a 2-for-1. Cost me the lead, though. There we go. What? Kidding me. How's it going, Mary Son? I'm doing okay. Just enjoying Splatoon. Because it's very doubtful I'll be able to really enjoy the Splatfest, so I might as well get as much as I can out of this shirt. I'm not bad, but it's, well, actually no, let's take that back. I'm actually bad. Terrible. Oh, horrible. I'm losing this match. Ah. I need to use my supers as much as possible. There we go. It's up there somewhere. You're not playing Splatfest? It's very unlikely. Saturday I'm probably not gonna be streaming, and my entire day is actually already, checked, or it's already, booked for me. So, like, it's just very unlikely I'll be able to actually do anything on that day. And I know I could super jump, and I probably should super jump, but my strategy is just to get as many missiles as possible. There we go. Let's just not do that, shall we? How do people get the kills so quickly? Hello? I've chosen no pulp myself. Honestly, if I had to choose between having drinking orange juice with or without pulp, I would probably always go no pulp. Like that is quite literally a life choice, right there. Yeah, when everyone just sits there. This is actually not good. Are they extending out? Oh, they are extending them out. Nice. Come on. That's not gonna help. Like, I know a lot of people will choose Marina, and even, honestly, between the two characters, I actually do like Marina more. You like both, so you're choosing the least popular? I'm gonna guess it's probably Pulp, if you're choosing the least popular. Because that's how usually, from what I understand, a lot of the Splatfests turn out. Because there's definitely a more polarizing preference between Pearl and Marina. And I understand why. And I think the other hard part is, like, the Squid Sisters, obviously, is like, okay, you know, what personality do you like better? Do you like an introvert or an extrovert? Off the hook, Pearl and Marina didn't really have, like, not really a polar opposite, but more just simply being sassy with each other. And that's what the localizers took the direction for those characters. At least in terms of personality, because you're always gonna have people who are deciding on looks. That's fine. Like, I actually like Marina's design as a character. Oh no, I do too. I think I liked, like, if anything, I think they probably should have pushed a little harder, kind of like what they did with the Squid Sisters. Like, here's their new song, here's their new album. Hello? I'm actually surprised he had that much damage, because I know the Squelcher dualies are terrible when it comes to, where am I? I didn't realize I was attached to the tower. Like, they don't have their own songs or anything like that. It took a while, honestly, even for Splatoon 1. And I think if they do make a Splatoon 3, and I think that's honestly that's very possible, honestly. I'd say maybe if they gave, like, a year and a half, maybe? On it? Hello. Oh, do we actually... Okay, we don't actually have the tower. Here, maybe that might actually help. Oh. No, that's not... You can't touch me. Damn it. I was really hoping they'd all forget. Clearly they did not. But it's like, if there's gonna be a Splatoon 3, they're gonna have to make it so... You're actually going to lose, said this right. You're doing a really good job. I am not aiming correctly here. Oh, dear God, that tower is actually... That little piece of cover is working for him. I think, honestly, ideally, it might actually be better if they just make the story about Marina and Pearl. Because I don't know what the story is for the Octoling expansion. It'd be very smart if they tied it all together. Ow. I really am underestimating the range. There. Get out of here. We actually need... They were actually very close to winning. Come on. No, super jumping for you. I was gonna shoot this stuff. I want more supers. Oh no! Really? Alright, whatever. You're actually... What is this Alright. What? And I'm out of ink. That's the one downside. I'm always out of ink. That's why I really want to get the ability badges and such, so I can actually customize, like, a clothing outfit for the dually Squelchers. And I'll probably find, like, one for the splatter shot, one for the, one for, like, every other gun. I'm also starting to question if I'm running into actual teams. Like, that's what I honestly think I'm running into, is I'm just running into teams. I'm honestly also questioning, how are these guys staying on top of the, platform, and yet still are invisible? Like, I don't know if there's, like, that 1 second delay or not, but it's a little weird to me. I don't have suction bomb, I have sensor. So, that was someone else. No, like I said, the one thing I try and do in this game is, like, try and focus more on a supportive build. Doesn't always work out well all the time, though. Hi, I'm just gonna die here. Damn it. And it's lag also. Honestly, that's the one thing I really can't complain about too much. I don't really notice lag. And part of that has to be with... I'm obviously using wireless AC, so I'm using the best frequency that you can on the Switch. I'm using the best router, the router that supports it as well. Gotta hate it when someone decides to quit. Oh, time for new maps and game modes. What are we getting? Going to get... Clam Blitz, okay. There's a lot. I don't... I think here's the one weird thing about it, is that the wireless spectrum, assuming since most people are using Wi-Fi, you have 885 hours in Splatoon 2. Jesus Christ, that is a lot. That is a lot. That is absurd. I mean, I still facepalm knowing Payday 2 is the game I spent the most time with. It used to be Team Fortress at like 170 hours. I think Payday 2 is like around 300 something. And a lot of that was spent just grinding. Like, a lot of unnecessary grinding. Should also iterate. No, I definitely see why there's a lot to like about this game. I really do. Hi there, how's it going? Would you like to die? Yes, you would. Give me your clams. Give me those clams! Oh, I'm actually so close to just getting more missiles. Give me more missiles! Give me those missiles! Oh, please, just splat one of them. Ah, I always hate that. I hate that because I really wish, like, you could throw a little bit straighter. I hate that because the moment I know I can actually throw it, it just doesn't work. Like, it's just too short of a distance every single time. Really? I need to actually cover for that person. If I cannot... No, there was a third person. Of course, there's always a third person. Like, that's the one thing I don't like about Clam Blitz, is that throwing in this game, to me, is awkward. It's very awkward. It's not like, okay, you're going to throw where your cursor is. There's a distance, and it makes sense. They wouldn't try to go for something a little bit more realistic. Or at least have some sort of arcing angle. Hi there. Have some missiles. That makes you angry. I could see why. I mean, I understand why. Like, for me, I'm still at a point in the game, it's like, I'm not taking this too seriously. I think it's honestly because of just how old I am. I've gotten way too old. Ah, he jumped down. I'm starting to see the octo brushes. The brushes are actually really good weapons in this. Like, just in general, not, you know... Yeah, we broke their barrier. Come on. I actually get some more. See, I just can't, like... The thing I would think of when... I'm not gonna answer that question, Mary Son. I'm not gonna answer that question. Old. That's the best way to put it, is old. That's as far as you get for an answer for that. The thing I would like to do... I can actually... I'm not gonna be able to get another... Like, that little pad there... That's, I would think, and ideally... There's actually someone here. Ah! Of course. Like, that little thing that sticks out there on the other side of the map and our side of the map. What goes in my head is that is a lot of... See, that... I just don't understand how that can make it every single time. Like, I would think, okay, you're standing here, you should make... Really? Of course. Have some clams. No, we're not gonna win this one. Like, being on that little pedestal there, I would think, like... I would think a game like this would actually just say, it's like, okay. No, nah, not gonna get it. And they broke our barrier, ending the timeout. Or ending the overtime. I really should just start playing defensively again. It's clearly not working, because everyone just wants to play offensively, and I can just play defensively. That's like the one difference. Oh no, like I said, I don't really, like... When it comes to this, like, I actually like competitive games. I am a very naturally competitive person. But for some reason, like, a lot of games, when it comes to their multiplayer competitive element, it's not serious or anything like that. There's nothing to exactly take it seriously. And it's a lot harder now to be that competitive person because the gap has increased exponentially. What went from, say, like, okay, you were good among your peers. You know, everything, you know, let's harken back to, this is actually, we might get a little political here in the sense, just I'm quoting someone, Chris Matthews used to always say, you know, everything is local, politics is local. But then, you had things expand. So you had, you know, it's like, okay, you might actually have access to, like, the LAN cafes and net cafes that used to exist for a time in the States. So it's like, okay, this small little group. So it's like, okay, expand out to be more of a community thing. There's your competition. Kind of shrank back down to a more local scene, like among your friends, among your peers and such. Like, maybe you went to school with them. But then the internet happened, and it's like, okay, that slowly grew. It's like, okay, well, you know, you figured out, like, if you were at least doing well, and you cared more about your win-loss ratio than anything else. It wasn't, like, a ranking system. And then it exploded back in the early, let's just say, mid-2000s. Let's say mid-2000s, I think that's actually a good estimate, is when you were starting to really get ranked, not by... among any sort of peers or among your win-loss ratio. It was about being on a leaderboard, and that's where things started to really take off and made it a lot harder for people to be competitive. In the sense of, like, getting recognized and getting people to actually, you know, say, like, hey, you know what, you're actually pretty decent at this game. Now, compare that to today, and And things aren't honestly all that good, honestly. I mean, it's hard to, like, okay, you're not some well-known figure in esports or this sort of game. You're nothing. You're absolutely nothing. You're worthless. You're not even worth anyone's time. Nobody knows who you are or really actually cares. I mean, honestly, it kind of sucks, if I may be frank. Okay, this is... That was way too late. I should have gone after... Chasing after missiles. Get up there. Ah, I didn't see the person get after me. But it's a lot harder today to actually kind of get noticed or get some sort of certain acknowledgement of skill or really know if you're actually good at the game, because the bar has just increased on that exponential level. I'm just gonna stay here. Fine. Fine. Go over here. Sneak behind. That was actually a really bad idea. How are you not dead? There, I did my thing. I've done a thing. See, like, I think honestly is like, and this is more like it might just be like a user-friendly experience or something. It's like, I would honestly expect, like, if you're standing on that platform to just be able to spam A button. And it's like, alright, there you go. You're getting your clams. You're getting your clams in the net. Oh, I have no ring. They're gonna get that. There's a football on the board here, people. Okay, good. That actually exploded. So I think it's just a lot hard to be, like, to really enjoy some sort of benefit of being competitive. I am. Really? Does I not just have the range? I guess I don't have the range. But it's like, I kind of am fine. It's like, I have... You know, I have a very tactical mindset, so what I make up in, like, reaction time and such, I usually compensate for, like, just trying to think smarter. Like, try and min-max in some capacity. Maybe not against them. Maybe not against them. And someone clearly has it out for me. It's hard, like I said, it's really hard now to be to actually say, like, hey, I'm gonna be, like, I'm the best at X, Y, and Z. I am the best at that game. I am not aiming at all. Ha! I honestly thought I was out of the range for that. That's a little odd. Oh. Get the sport. Oh, fine. Like, it's hard to actually... It's not because, like, it's, like, on the console and stuff. It's just really hard to actually... become a more competitive person. I think they're actually think there should be... Nope, okay. Yeah, like I said, it's, like... The time I was probably at my most competitive was probably League of Legends. That was easily the time I was probably at my most competitive. It was also probably the worst, actually, as well, just because... It, like, the two big things was actually just simply... being so dependent on your other teammates. Like, you have a very clear-cut role, and MOBAs are probably the most polarizing, and they really honestly should embrace... Like, I know a lot of, like, game development stuff, it's like we've gone to the extremes and such of, ideology and pushing to extremes. But for League of Legends and other MOBA games, that in itself really should have... It really embraces, like, being as competitive as possible to an extreme. And it makes sense, like, you are completely dependent on the performance of your fellow teammates. I mean, completely. Like, there's very few times back in, like, we're talking back from closed beta and on, that filling in... Hang on a bit. Trying to fill in a spot makes... What the heck is going on here? What the... I have no ink. I have no ink. I can't do anything even if I tried. First things first. Let's actually clean this up. And they broke our barrier. That's impressive. I don't know who killed him, but fine. That I am okay with. I'm short. Alright, not anymore. There we go. That works, and I think one person's actually okay. Have some missiles. Yeah, like I said, I don't really have the best setup in terms of clothes and stuff. Like, there's a lot of I understand there's a lot of min-maxing in this game, so it's like things like, you know, the big badges on your clothes have a bigger impact than the smaller badges and such. And that all makes sense, and I think that's actually, like, it really adds up. Yeah, now I know I was gonna lose that one. Like, if I try and fight anyone at close range, I'm going to lose that fight. I already know that. But I don't have, like, the setup. Like, that guy, he has boots full special. Like, I think something with these weapons here, the Squelcher Dualies, would benefit greatly from having, yeah, it was like special charge. What was it? There's someone with the ball there. I'm trying to think what was it? Ink Saver, Special Charger, and something else. There was one other one. I think it was like have like a run speed badge and such. Oh, shoot. Run away! I am a dead man. With how you play, just a couple Link Savers mains would help. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. But I don't have those, and from what I understand, it's like, it costs a lot just to even get an up to increase the amount that's actually, yeah, he's gonna get that football. Unless he ignores it completely, which is a possibility. And he ignores it. A shame, he could have carried that football to victory. And never mind, they actually... Ah. Oh, they are hungry. They are hungry. And they broke our barrier. I am one dead man. They broke our barrier at the last second. Good job. But it's hard to honestly get angry at like a game like this, because it's not... It's not that it's not competitive. I'll just win this thing. As long as I'm holding on to this thing, or... Yeah, see, they're gonna play like a super defensive game. Or not, apparently. There's apparently a time. I thought... I really don't understand... The one thing I don't understand about this game still is the overtime rules. I really don't understand them. Like, I had the football. And I thought overtime ended the moment... Unless it disappears, in which, like, 7 seconds for overtime? That kind of sucks. Like, what was it? I'm actually surprised even people made, like, calculators and such with, this game. So it's very hard for me to figure out, like, some of the rules. Like, honestly, I find, like, honestly would have been fine. It's like, okay, time's up, time's up. I'm actually surprised this game does have an overtime, but it kind of makes sense, because they made it very... It builds up that tension for players, and it makes it more exciting. And I think that's like, if you want to make if you want to actually make your game to have an esports scene, overtime can be dumb at times. Yeah, no, it honestly can feel dumb. I think part of that is like they just need to make the rules very clear cut, because like it's the same thing with it's the same problem like For Honor had. For Honor's main problem was that people didn't understand that as a game, it was a fighting game. But I think a lot of people really didn't enjoy it as a competitive game, simply because it was so focused on... Man, you don't want to go this direction, buddy. You can go any other direction you want. Don't go this direction. I'm surrounded. Have some missiles. Oh. No, I agree. Overtime can be really dumb at times. But I think it's more of like, the more people are able to understand the rules, and I think that's why things like instruction booklets and stuff can really help. Is that the more people can actually understand what the rules are for a game, the less complaint you'll have, because you've built up an understanding. I can't actually do anything, but aside from show that. We got clams. Nope! Well, I'm not as great of a shot as I thought it was.
Enjoy your stay.
Oh, come on. Danny Stones, thank you very much for the follow. Man, I miss getting a new game arena stream. I really do. I really do, and it really is like a generation lost sort of thing. Like, being a technical writer takes a lot of skill. Especially if you're trying to actually be, you know, trying to make it like a very entertaining. It is very much its own, you know, art to try and actually make it a very engaging experience for a person. And what the heck is going on here? Ah, no, he found me first. No, I miss those days too. I really do. Like, for me, like, for me, this is just a personal thing. I think a lot of people just care about the tutorial. It's like, oh, I just want to know how to play the game. Like, and that's fine, that's understandable. But I think a lot of people miss something when it comes to that. And what's really missing from that is, that was a really good splat bomb. You have to build up immersion. Like, sure, great. You know, game developers, and it's true, game developers have gotten a lot better at, at building up, or teaching people how to play. They've really done a great job in that department. No question. No question in my mind, game developers have done a much better job. I'm dead. Oh, you're not him. I need to take care of you. Wow, that is impressive. That was impressive what that player did with the roller. I honestly did not expect that to make it. That was really well done. That was extremely well done. That person really knows how to use that roller. Thank you, I've been saved. I have been saved. Really? That actually doesn't reach? I'm actually... Okay, maybe it does. There we go. Oh, splat bomb. I don't normally clip my own stuff. Honestly, I really should. I do need to get into that habit of start clipping just my own stuff. And use it, and basically it's like the thing John does, like, is honestly a very intelligent thing as a way of promotion. It really is. But it's hard for any, here's the thing, it's no one's actual responsibility aside from the actual streamer, or if they actually have moderators who have good judgment. And honestly, it's like I'll say one thing. It's like, this is a very weird thing to actually say about it, but I think what ruins most of the best clips on Twitch are people who instantly say the moment it's like, oh man, you should clip that. Or saying it's like, oh man, let's clip that. It's like one of the, it destroys any sense of authenticity. Or even if you do have it in the back of your mind, like, you know that's a good moment to actually be clipped. I don't think a lot of people would actually enjoy the moment of, like, oh, that's what was going through that person's mind. I'm actually surprised the Splatfest tee actually only costs 2,000. Yeah, so don't ever think like you have to clip anything, and my goodness. It's because it's honestly no one's responsibility aside from the streamer, or if they actually have a paid staff. And it seems to be the only actual good deal, because it goes from 2,000 and then everything else is 20,000. And I've spent way too much of the money in this game from when I played scrubbing slots. Like, I was also wondering, it's like, how do people actually have, like, all of these ability chunks? And I understand now, it's like, oh, just playing over time and playing Splatfest a lot. And that's what you should do, Prinny. Like I said, that's the beautiful part about Twitch or any sort of other medium and stuff. You choose to be as active as you want to be. And that's really, honestly, what any person should honestly expect. Like, you'd be a fool of a streamer to have the mindset, oh, well, I'm just going... It's like, why aren't you clipping my stuff? And do, like, a manufactured love. Of like, oh, don't you like my... don't you like me or my content and such? It's really, really dumb. I'm not gonna get out of this alive, am I? No, I'm not gonna get out of this alive. I probably actually should've. Bubbles are actually... Oh, you can actually make them bigger. I am just gonna run. Or I'm just gonna die. Never mind. I'm actually gonna live. No, I'm gonna die. No, that's true. Like, I actually don't mind having meta conversations about, like, streaming and such. Like, personally, I would love to actually do that sort of thing. That, to me, is honestly, more interesting. What? Oh, that was... For a second, I thought someone just was gonna get the purple football. I'm like, oh my god. Oh, yeah, they're gonna get the super ball. Yeah, might as well try and help them. I'm gonna die. No, I'm not. I don't know how I'm alive, but alright. Also, why do I only have... Nope! Not gonna win that one. No! Stay away from me. I know you have a roller. Give me some missiles. Give me some missiles and it'll all be okay. Damn it. Maybe not. Not when you run into the person with as an end zap. Or basically the splatter shot Juju. Hey, someone else did the job. Yeah, but it's hard for me to actually really be competitive, because that competitive element doesn't stand out as much. It's not like, and like, just go back to League of Legends, like, what honestly made the game more of a turnoff for me was the fact that it went in the direction of, let's put even more stress on the players. It's like, everything's about stress when it comes to a competitive game. How much is it, and how will they react under that stress? And that, to me, is, if anything, the big thing that'll stand out. Is like, and there's a certain level of, like, personal responsibility. Be responsible for your actions and such. I have no ink. I also really hate that. Ow! I'm not a fan of the auto bombs, as you can see. They follow you forever. But, and this was a design, I think this was like seasons 2 and season 3. And I think that was honestly where, and then what made it worse was the whole tribunal system. That was, that made things even much, much worse. And I get the intention. I honestly understand the intention. It's like, we don't want people to be, mean to other people or anything like that, but I think Riot didn't understand how stressful of a game they actually created, because the moment you have to have... It wasn't, there's interdependency, as in, I rely on you, you rely on me. The dependency that existed in League of Legends was, I had to rely on them. It was complete dependency. And it's probably actually, if anything, the worst thing you could ever do in a, what is going on? Oh, dear God. Damn auto bomb launcher. That player earned that barrier breaking. They earned that. Without a shadow of a doubt, they earned that. You can try and protect everyone, but it's not gonna work. That was... Jeez, I've never seen that. It's been a while since I've seen, like, someone launch a series of auto bombs. But the thing that compounded League of Legends stress was, it was a dependent system. So, all it took was a person just deciding, I'm not gonna do my job. Or... Like, it's like, okay, they could AFK for a few minutes, or like, well, I should take care of my real-life stuff. And that's, you know, that's understandable, but... When your match goes for like an hour, or 45 minutes, or even 2 hours, I've had multiple 2-hour matches in League of Legends. Of high rank. But then they made it even more stressful. It's like, let's try and make it more fair by creating a league system where it's like, okay, it's not just get up to a certain amount of points, it's get up to a certain amount of points, then you have to qualify. And what made it worse is they also applied it to the inverse. So it's like, okay, you have to get enough points, and then you can graduate from your group. And all it took was one other person, like, a complete X Factor. Like, this game actually does it right. It's like, okay, a player disconnects, no increase or decrease of rank. Fine, cool, awesome. You're not being punished for a person accidentally going AFK, or if they lose their connection and stuff. In League of Legends, it was always that. It didn't matter. There was no reason, you know, no sort of reason, like anything to be reasonable. Yeah, it's also short. That's also a very important factor. That's another factor when it comes to stress. Time. Time, you know, how much you actually have to play a match. You became a lot more emotionally invested. And when it comes to that emotional investment, there is a little bit of lag here. Have a Super Ball. Go and take care of business. Probably actually shouldn't have killed that person. There's a lot less stress about team comp. Actually, no. It depends. Yeah, I was dead. I ran out of ink again. Oh, I have such a major flaw. That's not necessarily true. There are some people, and I felt it a lot in high rank. Didn't matter if you're on a team. People will put a lot... There are some people, and even myself, honestly, I was honestly not a good person back then. In the sense that we do things like, you know, just be generally mean to my teammates and stuff, because it could honestly be something for a barrier, goddammit. Nope. What? Oh, that was actually really smart. That's actually really smart. I should actually have censored. Should just use my... I'm dead. I'm dead. I ran and didn't see Sunshine's other missiles. That's all I like about this game. It's simple as just get into it. Yep, no, third person, like I said, that's why I think shooters are really on the rise. Is that there's no... The barrier of entry for a shooter game is incredibly low. It's so fundamental. I mean, it's like, you know, what was it? Combat. Combat was a shooter game. clams, okay. And that's why I think, honestly, it's on a rise, because mobile gaming's on a rise. There's a lot more... Really? Oh, need a football. That person wants blood! Or ink. I actually have no ink again. Ooh! Alright, fine, here. Hi, how's it going? This is terrible. I'm attracting so many people to me right now. And I really just need to go the other direction. Need to do something strategic here. Yeah, you can't reach me here. I don't even understand how you can even reach that with the platform sitting there. I honestly don't. Have some bombs. Oop. So, but yeah, when it comes to stress, like, people are gonna act really hostile the moment they meet that high levels of stress. And it's understandable, honestly. I mean, you see any football player, professional football, or basketball player, or even soccer players and such, like any sort of athlete that has to play a game for an extremely long time. And the only reason you don't see a lot of the pros go ballistic is that they have that hammered into them. Plus, it also kind of helps that they're getting paid millions of dollars. That's, I think, is also one of the other factors. But when it comes to, like, just you or me playing games, Riot didn't think about stress and how much they were putting on players. I mean, a match was back in League of Legends, could easily just come down to their AD carry got crits, and ours did not. Oh well. Sometimes it really just boiled down to something like that. Or Tryndamere, it's like, oh, and kind of, once again, got crits, but he was invulnerable. There was no way to dispel invulnerability back in the day. You had a Tryndamere that just got that series of lucky crits. There was nothing you could do. How's it going, Darkest Tempest? How are you doing tonight, man? Hopefully you guys have yourself some awesome plans for the week. That's enough about me in League of Legends. I think the important thing, though, when it comes to stress. That's fine. That is perfectly fine. You enjoy muting and just enjoying watching the gameplay, or whatever you enjoy about watching a stream. I think there's definitely... I want to empower people to enjoy the entertainment and what time they have. Oh! I am terrible at this game. I should have just launched my rockets. Give me some missiles. Give me those missiles. Lots of missiles. Where's everyone? Have some missiles. Yeah, part-time jobs at your hours so you have the rest of the week off. Nice. Oh, maybe you can... Like, ideally, honestly, this is one thing that came across my mind. And I think it's, like... It's one of the downsides when it comes to streaming, and it's not, like, what the downside for viewers and such. Like, I think there's such a... like, a relationship that people can end up forming. I don't know why I'm doing this. That's actually really not a good thing. I need clams. Oh, hi. Clams. You have clams. Are you willing to give me clams? You're willing to give me clams. Thanks, buddy. You're a buddy. You're a pal. Hup! Well, anyone? Alright. Oh! I'm being surrounded. Online classes, take care of that. So nice. Honestly, I think, like I said, we're in a day and age where getting the education is more accessible, but being able to actually do something with it is a whole nother matter. Jeez, that takes a lot just to actually get rid of. Take that. I'm dead. Oh, we broke that earlier. What am I doing? I'm gonna go over here. Oh, they broke ours. I totally read that wrong. I completely read that wrong. How? I didn't have any ink. Getting certification. A lot of people are pursuing certifications on IT. I think honestly the big thing is being able to, like, you have to be able to prove it, and I think that's the harder thing these days. Is people a lot more reliant on experience when it comes to certification. Whoop! Did they have 2 brushes? I think they have 2 brushes. I can get more missiles. That's all I can do right now. And they broke our barrier again. I really just gotta figure out... I'm not used to playing Clan Blitz on this map, I gotta be honest. This map takes some doing. How did that hit me? It's a lot better than doing it. Yeah, you're right. I don't like people who subscribe to nihilism. I'm actually surprised that actually... What in the world? Wow, this is just impressive. I am not a fan of the brushes. How did that... Oh, I don't even know how that hit me, actually. We just got destroyed on that map. Yeah, we didn't even score a point. No, but I'm saying it's like, it's about building a profile. Like, that's what really matters, is being able to build a profile. Oh, another player disconnected. I'm actually curious how these players are actually able... Like, I'm guessing they're disconnecting the last second. That's what I'm guessing. Either they're just disconnecting halfway through, or they're just disconnecting the last second, so it's like, I don't want to take a, you know, what is it, penalty. And I'll be honest, from what I see, this game doesn't really punish you that much when it comes to losing. I see, like, the bar breaking. I've yet to see how much you lose if you actually do, like, run into a loss streak. But it takes a while. It honestly takes a while before something like that happens. But no, it's like, these games are very low stress, because there's, like, one match is not a huge time investment. There's no reason to honestly get angry, you know. But there's still, like, a way to do a lot of coordination and such. More missiles, more power. We're just gonna give ourselves ultimates here. We are. Give him the ground. I'm actually surprised. Someone broke their barrier already. Have one more plan. How did that not hit him? And I just walked into a pincer. I think you lose is how much behind that line you de-rank enough. I think you could de-rank. For the last second, the team gets a penalty. Huh. And yeah, like I said, it's all about stress, and I think, like, you know, Riot Games wanted to, like, do something about the way players act and such in their game, but I think it's a bad approach. Are you seriously actually going to kill us both? Okay, they're not. Oh, never mind, there's actually another player. And he's quickly dealt with. And he's dealt with. See, that's what usually happens to me when I, Nope! Nope! Nope, 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 nope. Nuh-uh. Nope. See you, Space Cowboy. Yeah. Oh, someone had a lot. Someone had a lot of clams. I was actually lucky that person used a special, because turning around in the jetpack, to my understanding, is very, very difficult. And I mean extremely difficult. Oh, that's 2, not 1. I should have just committed. Should have committed. Oh, wow, that person was in and out in a heartbeat. I am very lucky. That was like my last shot. Damn, let's not build up paranoia here. Nice job. Oop! Nope! I'm out of ink! Again. The wiki says it cracks after 4 cracks, which is roughly 8 games. That's a massive! That is a massive level of forgiveness. That takes a massive loss streak for that to actually happen, or series of losses. Like, that is very fair. Anything, that's like 4, that's honestly, like, that is incredibly fair. That is beyond fair. Like, I would love to have that level of, like, that level of, I would have loved to have that level of forgiveness. Oh, crap, they actually have our base. But that was incredibly forgiving. What I do find weird is that 9 clams thrown alone does better than a football. That's honestly surprised me, because it's 27 if you throw 9 clams into their nest, versus 20 for the football itself. Oh, we got the KO bonus. Nice. It definitely is getting a lot harder to get the KO bonus, I'll say that much. honestly does, like, that's the one thing, like, if you definitely want steady progress in terms of leveling up your gear and getting money, you just want to play Turf War. Like, ranked is like a roller coaster, if you will, because it all depends if you actually can get a win. Like, if you can get wins, you'll level up and get money really quickly. If you can't, it's gonna be a slow progress. And I think for most people, it's like, you could probably do it at the start, and actually enjoy yourself, because chances are you're probably gonna be better than most people. Because the age variance for this game is probably very big. I think the one interesting thing, and I'm actually surprised what this game actually doesn't have, is aim assist. I'm surprised for a game like this it doesn't have aim assist, because what was it? I saw, what was it, K-Head actually talking about Fortnite, and because Fortnite just got released out on Switch. And one thing that was actually very surprising, and I didn't know about this, was that, you know, there's aim assist. That's honestly kind of normal for most online games, you know, for most multiplayer online games. How is that out of range? Thank you. Can't really see how bad I am at this. Oh, he had a football already. Shoot. Hang on, they'll be right behind you. Have some missiles. Uh-oh. Oh, there's someone else there. Hi, how's it going? You had a blaster! No, you had an umbrella. Never mind. You had a blaster! Hello? Brink. Oh, come on! Oh, nope, this is not an approach. Whoop! Hi, how's it going? Bye. Goodbye. Nope, nope, nope. You're on me like white on rice. Well, maybe... No, no one can save the football. No one's going to save the football, at least. See, that's the one piece of Misei's advice that is actually really good. But I know I'm terrible with a lot of the weapons, so I'm not going to do it. Is, get to know what the other weapons can do. Actually, surprised I didn't kill anything. That person's gonna get it. He's gonna get it. That brush is a really good weapon. Damn it! The bubbles protected him. That was actually really good. So many people are visible on the board. I don't care if I die, I'm throwing my clams. Have all my food. Eat all of the food. It's delicious clams. I don't actually like clams. That's honestly my goal for playing Clam Blitz. I actually hate clams, and I want other people to suffer. They should enjoy how much I hate clams. Or if they like clams, hey, good for them. Oh, now I'm out of ammo. This person is like an MVP for this team. This person's a regular MVP. Come on. There. Thankfully, you can't intercept the football. Thankfully, you can't intercept the football. Hi there. I think this person's not the best with his weapon. He's really good at the hit and runs. He really is. Oh crap. Like, he's super good at the hit and runs. Well, overtime, he's gonna get it. He is gonna get it. There's no one defending. And they won. Or he missed. No, you don't. They almost had that. If that guy actually splatted me, he could have actually just gotten the football and won that for his team. That would have been amazing. But yeah, like I said, it's very hard to get angry at this game compared to a MOBA, because MOBA games are just bled out for so long. And I think that's the only reason why I don't stress so much about these games. That was a good match. That was a really good match. I think that is actually going to do it for me tonight. I'm also noticing, for some odd reason, I'm getting a lot of downward spikes in my connectivity here. But I always enjoyed this game. Like, honestly, this is a lot of fun. It's called Juice because you drink it, not eat. Okay, that's actually... There are so many stupidly good artists on this game. It's ridiculous. I don't even know how they actually draw this stuff. Like, I honestly actually don't know how you create messages like that. It's really nice to actually see a lot of people have that ability. Like, for God's sakes, half of these artists here should just have, like, their own portfolio website and commission structure to actually do it, because honestly, it's like, you do stuff like that. That's what, honestly, a lot of employers now want to see over an education, and even in some certifications. Miiverse was filled with good messages. See, I missed, like, I really wish I owned a Wii U. I really did, but it's hard for me to actually just simply be able to buy every single game, because let's be honest, there's way too many games out there nowadays, and they are all really, really good. The only things I actually am not a fan of is when people try and get political on this stuff here. It's like, there's a time and a place for that stuff, and for me, it's like, after the, you know, it's like the way Total Biscuit said way back when, is that, you know, if you're an adult, or even if you're a kid, the last thing, you know, you come home from a long day's work, you know, it's like you barely get, like, you know, even for me, it's like, honestly, primarily my time playing games now is these streams. That's what this is. This is me actually being able to enjoy playing a video game. And just hopefully I'm trying to present it in a way that people would find enjoyable to watch. Exactly, yeah, it's like, there's a time and a place, because, like, you know, you have a long day of school, you're doing clubs, or if you're a person working, you're helping your kids get ready for school, or you're getting ready for, you know, getting ready for work yourself, or getting ready for school yourself, and after a long day of work, doing homework, taking care of your kids, helping them with their homework, cooking dinner, providing for your family in a non-economical way, you're going to be exhausted, and you'll be lucky if you have enough energy or time to even get, like, even 1 or 2 hours to enjoy a game. And the last thing I want to hear is someone espouse some sort of ideology or try and force their beliefs, whether it comes to the development of a game or while I'm playing a game. It's honestly one of the last things I want to hear. Unless it actually has to do with something that will affect me, like net neutrality. That's probably one of the minor exceptions to the rule. There'll always be exceptions to the rule, but it's very minor, and you should probably talk about that stuff with your closer friends and not something like being online and such. Well, that's going to do it for me tonight. I think you obviously know who you're probably going to watch after this, which is Proton John. It looks like he's still doing his Game Sharks challenges, which I believe is Yoshi's Island, trying to get the lowest score possible. And also, after that, I believe he'll be playing Blue Spheres, which is the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 game that you play for the Chaos Emeralds. But they're actually just trying to see how far they can actually get in that. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. Like I said, my schedule is very intermittent. I always try and let people know on my Twitter feed, because I don't tweet. I'm not a very active poster, so usually if you just check my Twitter feed, you'll kind of know if I'm going to be streaming that night. And I always tweet. I always tweet the very next right before a stream, so you usually know if I'm streaming or not. Oh, that's good. At least he's moved on. That's the most important part. It's like, too many people divide themselves in this day and age based on, like, beliefs and stuff. It's like, nah, come on. If you really actually believe in being inclusive and stuff, it's like, if you enjoy playing, like, spending time with each other, that's all it should take. Nothing else. It really shouldn't take anything else. Like, you enjoy playing games with that person, you like their personality and stuff, and you can put all that garbage, put all that stuff on the sidelines and be able to just enjoy those small moments being together. Just like if you were spending time at a bar and enjoying watching a game of baseball or football and stuff. A lot of people put all that crap on the side and be able to just enjoy their hobbies and enjoy the game. But no, go check out Proton John. He always streams, I believe, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Always enjoyable to watch. He's very entertaining. That's going to do it for me. Hopefully you guys have yourselves a good start to your week. Until then, take care.